Hey Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. We welcome you. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and apply the knowledge. Now let's get into today's topic, Soul Fam, because as you know, it's heating up, it's heating up, it's heating up, it's heating up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got to get into some things, Soul Fam, because there's levels that we can reach, but we're not going to reach them if we're not doing the right work. So let's speak on the importance of daily unprogramming. So for those that are unaware, there is a program there's a couple programs that often we sink into unconsciously, and we're living a life that doesn't really suit our soul, suit our spirit, suit our needs, and we stay in that place because of the program that we have been programmed with, thinking that we have to often always consume, always compete, and living in a broken mindset. So I'm here to just shed some light and help you live a happier life and help you unprogram yourself so that you can be more spiritual, you can be more human, you can be more lifelike. Okay, so the importance of daily unprogrammed. So fam, it is important that you get up in the morning or you start your day just reminding yourself that you are enough. Sometimes we start our day and we're sluggish and we're unhappy and we're miserable because we are just living in a space of we don't have enough, we are not enough, and there's always something that we need in order to feel happier or happy at all. And we're often just unconscious and unaware of this characteristic, I want to call it. We're unaware of this trait, we're unaware. And so when you do daily unprogramming, you are reminding yourself daily that you are enough. You are reminding yourself daily that you have what it takes. You are reminding yourself daily that the things that you may have believed in the past is not true now in the present, nor will it be true in the future. You'll often see that you'll stay into a loop of negativity, or a loop of achieving and then feeling like you didn't achieve anything. And this comes from feeling like you have to compare your achievements to someone else. You have to compare who you are to someone else. I see it all the time when people are meeting me and I tell them who I am. They often have to find something to compare me to suit their program. So if I say I'm a life coach, they're gonna often try to find someone that's a life coach in their memory to pin me to in order to understand who I am. Instead of just understanding that, hey, I'm a woman, I'm a human, and I'm just about my business. You don't have to compare me to someone of high standards or low standards for you to understand who I am as a person. We're all human, soul fam. We all have hearts, we all have goals, and we all have somewhere that we're going. We all have dreams in our mind. And when you're trying to achieve those dreams and achieve those goals, you have to be mindful of yourself and be mindful that you're not comparing yourself to someone else in order to feel like you're successful enough. Comparing subscribers, comparing likes, comparing views, comparing anything you can put your eyes on to try to feel like you're enough. You have to understand, when you remove the program, that when you're not at your peak, you're enough. When you're not at your subscriber count, you're enough. When your brand isn't getting any customers, you're enough. You're enough just because you're here. Sometimes we really don't believe that we're enough because we're here, because we've been programmed to only think that we're enough if someone validates it. If 20 million people validate what you do, then you're successful. It's not true. If your family and friends validate your choices, then it's a good choice. That is not true. So when you're doing daily unprogramming, you're moving in a space of, I have what it takes. I am enough, I've done enough, and I can continue to do more. I'm doing more for me. I'm doing more for me. And when you move in that space, you'll want to naturally do more. You'll feel naturally energetic. You don't need, someone else to put that battery in your back, because you already have the batteries. You already have the chargers. You already have everything within you. But if you don't know, if you've been programmed, if you are unconscious of it, then you will look around like, okay. You'll be in a space of uncertainty. You'll be in a space of watching your time go by. Some of us, we're just watching our time go by because we're afraid of the world. We're afraid of a risk. We're afraid of failing. This generation that we're in is so afraid of failing. And you have to understand, so fam, you're never failing. You may fall short, but when you set your own goals and your own expectations for yourself, and you're competing with yourself, and you're better than you were yesterday, then you win daily. You win daily. Every day is a small win leading up to a big win. You'll know the big win when you get there. But we have to start daily making efforts, making shifts, being kind to one another. We'll watch a great motivational video. We'll get everything pumped up. Then we'll go to work and we'll be sluggish. We'll be making smart remarks in our head. We'll be judging someone as soon as we see them. We'll be afraid to speak. We'll be afraid to share our thoughts. We'll be afraid to put ourselves out there in that position because we're just afraid of failing, when failing is not that scary. Sometimes we are such big thinkers and dreamers that we look at failure as if everyone's literally going to be pointing at you, laughing at you, and making fun of you, and that's not true. Even if someone is doing that, they're not going to do it to your face. Most of the time, people are going to say, hey, get back up. They're going to pat you on the back. Most people are nicer than we think. Living in this world in these past couple of years have been difficult because we've been so distracted by, the sickness that's going around, and it done came into our brains and our mind and our soul and made us be afraid of almost any and everything we touch. We're afraid of foods. We're afraid of people. We're afraid to make choices. We're afraid to take leaps. We're afraid to take great advice. We're afraid to ask for help. We're afraid to help. We're afraid to live life. We're afraid to live life. We don't forgot what life was like. We're so programmed into our phones and our videos and our shows and our musics and anything from just existing in these moments, creating new memories, creating new connections, networking with people. We become so wrapped up into being this big star, this big person, this big anything and everything big, that we become too big for our reality. We have become too big for our reality. Reality is we need to connect, really connect with people, be a little vulnerable, let someone in. We're not letting anyone in because we're too afraid of a heartbreak. Heartbreaks are gonna happen. No's are gonna be said. There's more yeses, there's more positive, there's more great work that's going to come out of us stepping outside of that comfort zone. Being straightforward with someone in the real, like when you see them and they say, hey, what do you think of this? Be truthful. You can be truthful without being hurtful. And we have to be mindful of that we can't be just so afraid of someone feeling sad and trying to avoid a sad emotion. Sad emotions are necessary. Sad emotions build character. So if someone is asking for your opinion, be truthful without being hurtful. Learn new vocabulary words. On our spare time, instead of us just watching more and more information, learn new ways. Well, as you're watching new information, learn new words. Learn new tones of voice. Practice saying, that's not of my taste. Practice making it your normal reaction when you don't like something, so that you're not bottling up your truth to make someone else feel better. Make someone else feel comfortable doing things that you don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, why are you doing it? If you don't enjoy doing it, why are you doing it? And this is what you have to ask yourself. When you put yourself first and you're mindful of others, everyone wins. Everyone wins. Okay? So take that in the long run, like, okay, how can I put myself first and be mindful of others? If you ever want to book a session with me and talk about some things, so fam, my details are always below. Book a session now, book a session today. Get into this conversation that's needed to really push you into that higher space, that higher level, and you can really elevate spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. If you ever want a good book to read to help heal up some wounds, because maybe you heal on your own, okay. 77 Pieces of Poetry is available on Amazon. Get into some good reads, so fam. Get into some good books. There's some good books out there. Check out your local library. No one's there. Okay? If you're looking for a friend, they at the library. Go get you somebody that got their head in the book. Okay, so fam, get that great energy moving, going. Everything will start flowing. Things will be doing what they need to be doing. Alright, so fam, unprogram yourself. Use your mind. Think for yourself. Be confident in yourself. Love yourself more. A little more every day. Love yourself a little more every day. And get yourself up. Alright, so fam. Amelia Adair here. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and apply the knowledge. Press the bell so you see when I post again. Make sure you're in the know and you'll always catch a win. Alright, Soul Fam. Amelia Adair here. Thank you once again, and I'm going to see you at the next win. Bye for now.